The game was very tight. The Bulls of Chicago were leading the Orlando Magic 86-81. There were 5 minutes remaining, and this is going to be the first time this season that the Bulls would beat the Magic if they held on. Okay, this wasn't the NBA. I was playing Sega Genesis, and it was Bulls versus Blazers, and I hadn't beat the computer when they played with Orlando. It was something about Penny Hardaway. He would always go off for at least 50, 60 points. And even though I had Jordan, somehow or another we just came up short. But this was going to be the game. And I was playing, and I was excited. I would take stops, take a sip of Kool-Aid. The year is 1990. I am about to graduate college this year. I'm so excited. As I'm finishing up the game, there are only a couple minutes left now. My brother, Gus, comes in like he normally does on a bonfire, being an all-city athlete, all muscles and cut up and everything. He's got boundless energy. And he comes in, he says, bro, man, run me up to the park. I need a cartridge from somebody. He said, go with me. We'll be right back. Now, you have to understand about my brother. Then, as he is now, best friend in the world. Best pal, best everything. And he just happens to be my brother. Go with him to the ends of the earth and back. But my brother lies when he says, we'll be right back. It's never, we come right back. There will be an incident, and he would say, man, come with me, we go right back. We wound up in Atlanta, leaving on a Sunday, didn't come back till Thursday. It was ridiculous. So I'm like, nah, bro, I only got a couple minutes left. I'm about to beat Orlando, man. I haven't beat them yet. So my brother expresses shock. He's like, yeah, oh, man, that's tough. You haven't beaten them. They've been whooping your ass all this time. I'm like, okay, dude, it ain't been that bad. He said, Penny Hardaway gives it to you. I'm like, okay, dude, it's not that bad. He said, but no, don't worry about it. We're going to come right back. We're going to come right back. I'm like, dude, you always say that shit. He said, no, bro, we're going to come right back. Believe me. So I said, so here's my dilemma. My brother's my man. I got to go with him. He is about to be a senior in high school, and he's popular, and he's about to get a scholarship for basketball, and I got to watch over for him. You know, people get a little jealous. So, but then at the same time, I got to think about the other important thing, and that is, shoot, this is Sega Genesis. If I pause Sega Genesis any amount of time, there's a likelihood that it could freeze, and I got to start this whole freaking thing all over again. And I may not get the lead on Orlando, and they may sweep the season series, so this is important. So, of course, I wind up going with my brother. We go up to the court to go get the cartridge. Of course, the guy who he was supposed to meet wasn't there. Of course, he wasn't there. And then my brother decided to play basketball. They got a spot for him. But the thing is, they got another spot free. I'm already pissed because he's not supposed to be playing. He's like, man, it's just going to be one game. But when we get ready to play, like I said, he gets me involved. So we both play. He said, man, it'll just be one game, man. We'll be on and off. 5 games later, we're still on the court. And the next team that comes on, you could just know. You always know when something seems really ominous, this dark cloud. There should be music in the background in real life, that omen music. There should be that shit playing. And I say that because these guys coming on the court were vice lords. They lived across the train tracks from us, and vice lords and Blackstones who wore their hats to the left inhabited everything to the west of the train tracks on the exchange. Now, my brother and I, we weren't gangbangers per se, but you know how you come up with some people and you're seen with people, and that was kind of the thing. And the guys we wore their hats to the right. They were gangster disciples, and those of you now that know, those two groups were enemies. Where you had to the right, where you had to the left, two opposites, enemies. So we're sitting here, and these guys reek of alcohol as well. These are clear signs that we should leave the court and not play this game. Be like, hey man, we're going to go let two other people take our spots. My brother is a competitor. I am a competitor and a trash talker. There's a difference. So immediately, the guys start talking trash, especially this one guy, Leon. So I'm like, hey, fuck you. Let's go. The trash talking escalates as soon as we get up 14-2. I mean, I am a notorious trash talker. Yeah, I go to church. I'm Lutheran. Yeah, I've been an alkalite. Yeah, I'm a Dean's List student and all that. But I am a trash talker. I will talk about your shoes. I will talk about how you missed a shot. I don't have to score any points. I'm just out there. I'll rebound and whatever the case may be, and I'm just trash talking. And I know how to get under your skin because I'm good with words. Trash talking went from basketball to family members and invitation to genitalia and fuck yous and all types of stuff like that, till it culminated with a basketball being thrown at high speed, hitting me upside my head. And now we've got business, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the middle of a fight. It's me and my brother. Now, mind you, it shouldn't be just me and my brother and these other 5 guys, because there are friends, supposedly, quotation marks included, who are there and they're watching and they do nothing. Maybe because they live on the west side of the tracks. Maybe because they wanted to stay out of it. I don't know, but still. You've been to my house. You've ate my food. You know my mom. Hey, do something instead of just watch. So anyway, we're fighting. And in situations like this, when you're with your pal, your best friend, or you're with anybody, you have a conversation, either aloud or telepathically through the eye contact. And the conversation is, hey, are we going to stay and fight this out? However it turns out? Or are we going to run? And it's important to know that, because you have to be on the same page. You can't have one person running and one person fighting and one person fighting and one person running, because, well, it just can't work, and it'll fuck up the friendship. My brother and I made the decision to run. And whenever you run, you never run together. You always split up. And my brother was a fast guy. He took off. Boom! Barry Allen flash. Fast. Boom! Gone. I took off. Boom! My brother hit the sand. And my brother ran the sand in preparation always during the summer. His training, he ran it so it was nothing. And he did it with boots on, and it was nothing. He had a pair of Nikes on. It was nothing for him to run. He was gone. So I ran. And I figured, that was it. You run, it's done, ha-ha, he-he. No, these guys got in vehicles and came chasing after me. You could hear the yelling, motherfucker, we're going to get you. And I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, they're chasing me, but I can get away from them. So I hit South Shore Drive. Now, you have to understand, South Shore Drive goes from 83rd. It goes all the way downtown until it becomes Lakeshore Drive. Well, by the museum or something. Once it crosses the Museum of Science and Industry, it becomes Lakeshore Drive. And it stretches all the way to Sheridan, somewhere roundabouts. It's lengthy. And it's a public street. No one's going to do anything here. Nothing's going to happen on South Shore Drive in the middle of the day. It's not going to happen. It happened. Cars are chasing, running behind me, and then this happened. They are shooting at me. There's a moment of reflection you always get in fearful situations, and you realize this is not a fucking movie. This is not a TV show. This is not a comic book. I'm a comic book. This isn't any of that. This isn't a video game. This is nothing. This is real life, and your life is in danger. And the fear is running next to you and becomes an armor holding you down because it's gripping you. So I decided to run and cut into a couple of alleys and down a gangway. And there's a house, and there's a basement. In the basement, I check the door, and the door is open. And I go inside, it's dark, and I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here for I don't know how long until I think the coast is clear. And then I'm going to get up out of there. And as I'm sitting there, I'm thinking to myself, how the hell did this happen? I was playing video games, and this happened. It's incredible. And I was sitting there in the dark. I don't know how long I was there for. But then the door opened. And a family. A father, a mother, and 4 kids. All black. Decided to walk into my hiding space. And this, somehow or another, was their home. It would make sense. And the father immediately says, hey, what the fuck are you doing in here? What the fuck are you doing? And the kids and the mother seemed to bar the door so I can't get past them if I was trying to run. And immediately I went into a torrent of explanations. Sir, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I wasn't doing anything. These guys were trying to chase me. They were shooting at me. I came down here to hide. Your door was open. I didn't steal anything. I'm not trying to steal anything. Please, I'll leave. I'm sorry. The father looked at me, listened to me, and he reminded me of my father. And he said, son, are you okay? Do you want me to call the police? Do you want me to get you some help? I said, no, sir, I don't want you to get involved. I apologize for coming into your basement. I'm going to go now. And the mother reminded me of my mother. She says, baby, you sure? You sure you don't want to sit here? I said, no, I've caused you enough trouble. I'm out here. Thank you. Take care. And I was gone. And it just seemed as though as soon as I ran from my hiding space back into the mainstream of South Shore Drive, here these guys come. Motherfucker, we going to get you. All I have to do is get to 76 in Coles. You have to understand that there are borders for gangs. And the vice lords have a truce to say they can come to the park and go back, but can't go on any of the streets in between. Because if they go on any of the streets in between, then they'll run into folks who happen to be gang disciples, and it's a problem. All I have to do is get to 76 in Coles, and I am safe. And then, all of a sudden, blaring NWAs to police in a box Bonneville, you hear I'm hit. Right on the interior of the right leg, hit. And I say, shit. And you can feel the warmth. I'm wearing shorts, and you can feel the warmth, you can see it. They would later say you could see the skin to the white meat, but you could see it. And I am at 76 in South Shore Drive, a block away from Sanctuary. All of a sudden, you start forgetting everything that you thought was important and think of everything that is. Getting home, the people that live in your home, just breathing the next moment. You think, wow, all that's about to be over with. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a car comes screeching up. A Maroon 4 Temple. My brother yells, motherfucker, get in! My guys, cousins, firing, bang, 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 peel off. Brother says, dude, are you okay? In my funny and sarcastic voice, I said, dude, I've been shot. They subsequently take me to the hospital. I get bandaged up. I would later say that I hurt myself trying to dunk. Sitting back at home, I get there, and of course the game is frozen. So relieved to be alive, I simply hit reset on the game and start it over and think and then laugh at the irony, how it all just could have ended.